Good morning. Welcome to the October 20th River Township Board meeting. Please stand and join me with pledge of flag of our country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have the minutes from the October 6th meeting.
I'll make a motion that we suspend the reading of the minutes and accept them as written.
Second.
Mr. Young?
Yeah.
Mr. Pettit? Mr. McCoy?
Yes. Move right into department reports. River Township Fire EMS Chief John Heath.
Morning.
Morning.
Total incidents for the year, 1,694. We're still on average of 5.8 calls per day. Mutual aid given is 0, and we received 3 due to crews out on other calls on the highway. About a couple of days ago, the crews were called for a vehicle accident on 70 that involved a semi-trailer coming somewhere off the roadway at some point and struck a vehicle. So we ended up carefully that individual. So,
Did they ever find that truck? I heard he just.
no, I don't think they found the tire yet. I think it got launched off into the woods. So it caused significant damage to the car. So
That's crazy.
yeah. This week's trick or treat on Saturday. So we'll have crews out and about in the township passing out candy, as well as an open house here at the station from 6 to 8. We could probably call it until 8:30. We usually stay out a little longer so kids can get their candy and then come in. Host testing was completed on Wednesday with no failures. Other than that, we don't have anything else pending. Obviously, Santa Parade will be at some point in the next December. We're still trying to figure that out and get that all taken care of. But other than that, that's pretty much it for us on our side. Any questions for me?
Any questions for John? Oh, thanks. Thank you, John. Road and cemetery development comment.
Morning. From the roadside of the house, we're gonna start getting the trucks in, get them serviced, get ready for winter. And Nathan just showed me a picture of Branson, Missouri, snowstorm, so.
That's not real.
AI.
We're gonna start getting them serviced and ready to go. We're gonna get the ditching job on Old Mill Road at the old Boone School laid out. They're kind of waiting on the property owner to do what he was supposed to, but I don't think it's gonna happen, so we're gonna have to take that brush head up there and mow that north end of the ditch down, so we can ditch it out. We've got some berming to do on Rocky Point down toward Fairfield Pike, that little area, probably about 30-40 feet, get some berm in it. And I do believe they're done paving in Holiday Valley. They were loading their machine up Friday.
Yeah, paving was wrapped up Friday. Still have some manholes to adjust.
Okay, so that's done. That's really about it from the roadside. Cemetery, we got mowing and mulching weeds. They're down to, working every 2 weeks. If we get a bunch of leaves down, Dave and somebody else will jump on a mower and get them mulched up real quick. I got a price from Bucks. There's 2 maple trees on the main drive as soon as you go through the gate that are dying. And I got a price from him on taking both of them down and grinding stumps at $4,200. So just, if you want to give it okay to get that done. Okay, I'll go over to him, and then I've got a deed for you guys to sign. And that's really about it.
The maples are rotten.
They're dying. One we've been watching for a couple of years, thought maybe from the heat stress and everything, but it's dying. And then the other big one, it's got a lot of dead end and tips that it needs to go to.
Yeah.
They're behind Kaiser's house.
Yeah.
Jack's old house. Yeah, it's got big limbs that are dead in it.
It keeps dropping and stuff.
Anything else for Don?
I'm good with you taking them down as long as he says there's money in your account. Cemetery. I mean, we don't want them to fall in their yard. And they're right in the power lines,
Yeah,
phone lines and power lines.
Still some more great.
I'm selling 2 of them today.
That's actually not, that's not that.
No.
Big trees,
to-
big trees. Okay, get a hold of them, tell them to go.
Thank you. Deputy Baldwin.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Since last meeting on the sixth, to today's date, 14 calls, 1 arrest, 19 traffic stops, 5 assists, 27 business checks, 60 citizen contacts, and 827 miles placed on the cruiser. Increased traffic enforcement still continues in the township. On the 14th, I was involved in a pursuit with a burglary suspect vehicle out of the city of Springfield on 70 West. I attempted to stop on 70 West near Ian Road and fled in Montgomery County. We chased until it was terminated by a supervisor in Huber Heights jurisdiction. And charges have since been filed on the subject that was driving. Did stir apple butter on Sunday the 12th from 8 to 9. It's like riding a bike. Now we just need to get Don out there to stir. Candy's been purchased for trick or treat on Saturday. I'll be out driving throughout the neighborhoods from 6 to 8, be passing out candy. And then the only other note here that I have is on 17th, I was requested by the city police department to utilize the drone to attempt to locate a shooting suspect on the area of Broadway Street. Other than that, just have a couple receipts from Mr. Ruby and there we go.
Anything for Brandon? Thank you, Brandon.
Calls good for the candy, but.
And it's a paper, I don't.
Hey,
Nothing can just ruin in a perfect storm. Nothing, I'm trying to keep.
nothing from you, Steve. Disc officer Dave Rudy.
Just a bunch of checks for you guys to sign off on, and then, the bank reckoning reports for August and September. Yes.
We were in old business. I have a couple things, I believe. Don touched on the Holiday Valley project. The paving did wrap up Friday. Things went pretty well. They're telling me this morning it might be a week or 2 out of tearing up and tearing into manhole adjustments. So I just kind of asked them to not have anything open leading into the weekend, which I think everything's in pretty good shape in there right now. Because we did have an incident earlier this year where Park Lane, they cut open some in New Carlisle, they cut open some manholes and coned them off, and people moved the cones, and a bicyclist rode right into one of them and was hurt. So we asked for nothing along those lines this go around. So that, I don't know, it went pretty well. Looks pretty good through there. Be nice to keep pecking away at that play. On the Hunters Creek lighting, we should be receiving a invoice soon. Once the invoice is signed and returned with a check, 8 to 12 weeks, new lights will appear in there. We have that kind of straightened up. So it's like, I think I shared the original quote with you guys. It's just under 11,000 for those 3 lights and some poles, 3 LEDs, kind of like exactly like what we put over there at Kenny Pickers. So the ball is rolling on that. There was some confusion there, I think, when I had asked some questions at Josh Cross about, we collect taxes in those areas for street lighting, and whether I confused him or what on accounts or something. We've got it straightened up now. It's just unfortunate that he sent an email, some questions. I didn't respond timely. They canceled the job. So it was like, said just like maybe send us an invoice and got going on, got things rolling, but things are rolling now, just hopefully before the end of the year, hopefully. Chris Road was chip sealed last week. Was that last week?
Yeah.
Boswell did those repairs prior, did that repair on Rocky Point, looks good. Boswell did a nice job for us.
Yeah, all the repairs look really nice.
Next year, we're gonna have you guys job shadow Boswell, and then we'll get you guys doing that kind of job.
Yeah, so you can get a couple of your crews out there too.
Do that. I think that's all I have in old business. Anybody else have anything?
I think we covered most of it there. I haven't heard anything on the, Hunt Road Mud Run project.
It doesn't sound like we're gonna get it. It didn't. There were some other projects that scored better. And, county and the city were taking a pretty large chunk. So the panel of Leo Shaneda, John Burr, and Tim Foley do the initial scoring after we submit, and it did not sound like it made the cut.
Yeah.
So, all we can do on that is either try again next year. John's supposed to be getting me some information whether Greene County was taking a full advantage of their funds, because I've heard in the past that they don't, and OPWC funds are kind of wasted over there. So hopefully that's not the case, but if that was the case this year, we might look in a different direction, maybe going after this amount in their pot of money. So we'll find that out.
On the Holiday Valley, job, did we stay within budget enough we can have Hunter's Glen patched, or what do you think about that? We were waiting to the end to see about where we were at. I don't know if we could make a
I
decision.
think, okay, he's getting me some numbers, should have them today,
I think,
like where we're at and things. I think it'll be,
I think the patch was what, 12,000?
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, skin patch, 12 grand.
No, but we did a pretty good jagged curve over our number, but we didn't get carried away. So, since I have some receipts and stuff, maybe today or tomorrow, I'll get you guys that information, and we can.
Do we want to move on with this year, or do you think we should just wait to do that patch until next year? The only reason I can bring it up, if we're gonna do it, I think right now is the time.
Yeah,
We're running out of
Are
time.
they still able to do it? Because I know they're kind of wrapping up, but.
Will that include manhole adjustment in Hunter's Glen? Because there's a lot of manholes that the plows catch with.
We're not gonna get into all that stuff that we're paving there, really. I mean, just.
I didn't know if that would help, like I didn't know exactly where they were.
I mean, you're just driven some open sore like
Down the center line, is that what
Like
it
the
was?
center line, where
The
the ball,
ball.
bar, yeah. Crack sealed. Enough when they were first put in, the problem.
Yeah, no. That's the thing, you guys, I mean, as we continue to do and pave more roads, we got more cracks on, we have to keep our eyes on them. Most likely here in a year or two, we'll have to run Hensley's through, Hollywood.
You don't realize how old Hunter's Glen is, really. We think of it as a newer subdivision
Yeah,
because we've all lived here all our life, but yet,
40 years,
they started in there
30 something.
30 years ago.
See that?
Setting roads and starting building houses,
And see that pavement, like we had talked last week, the pavement in there, that was brand new road, is now as old as the overlay that went in Hollywood. So that, we didn't really come out on the winning side of that one, building subdivisions and repaving subdivisions at the same time. So these are just the challenges whether you guys, we have to still be mindful, like whether we want to try to come back in and overlay Lendair, because I know we kind of talked about chasing that chip seal out 5 years or something with asphalt, but at the same time, it'd be nice to kind of keep chipping away at Holly Valley and then come over to Hunter's Glen eventually. We could start looking at pulling like little bits at a time, like maybe starting in the back with Wakefield and working our way towards Dayton Road. And they kind of last time 97, 98-ish or whatever kind of ended over at what Philadelphia kind of did that south end.
If we don't get something done with the infrastructure, meaning the water lines
Well, that's
underneath Gibson.
That's what I'd like to
Yeah,
think about, you know,
cause that
whether,
gets dug up, we pour it, or,
I know.
you know, we pave it, it look like crap.
I already had a conversation with Chuck Bauer a while ago about maybe doing a joint project on like that area, Philadelphia, Gibson, Emmons, like with some water line replacement. That would help us on our scoring. You know, whether or not, you know, I mean, Chuck sounded interested in, I mean, there's a lot of patches over there for sure.
Does it leak anywhere else over there? I mean, I know it does, but isn't that predominantly the main problem?
Philadelphia, Emons,
Yeah.
Definitely several patches. And then, you know, the gas company needs to be aware of it too. Maybe they've got some issues over there too. I know there's been a handful of service replacements lately on Gibson.
How's Parker? I have not been in Parker.
I think Parker looks pretty good. But yeah, at the same time, I mean, it'd be nice to, when we do that, it's been, it wasn't last summer, summer before. 3 years, and so it's like, you know, be thinking 5 so years out, like, we'd start filling that up if we think.
That,
Either cover it up or chip it.
Yeah, what you come up with on those numbers you ran, since last 4 years since you guys were in, we spent $2 million.
2 million on roads and about 850 coming in on grant.
yeah,
So
we got some Ashboro.
250 of that is that stimulus.
We got no lack of subdivisions that need work, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, you know, just, it's not a bad idea to try to, if we can get them in there, I mean, if you want to, you know, I'll have some numbers here. I know we need to do something in Hunter's Glen.
Would that be something we'd have to vote on, or can we just approve that when we find out? So, I mean, I'm on board with it, if we can fix it before winter.
We can vote on it, we can vote on it. I'll make a motion, we spend up to the 12,000 on that patch job
Yeah.
if we have money available here.
I was just,
I'll second it,
okay.
and we'll give Bobby the
Authority to do it.
You call and like that.
We just, we'll verify, we'll get those numbers back here the next day or so. Good. We'll go ahead and give Hensley green light to get in there. Okay.
Because if we get to our next meeting, the weather can turn even more. So
And they may not get it at this point, but at least
at least it'll be approved.
So we got a
Make
motion
the
on
motion.
that from Jay, second,
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Pettit?
yes.
yes. Any new business?
New business, I heard the Apple Butter Festival went really well.
Yeah, it's perfect weather. We missed you.
Yeah,
There was like.
I appreciate everybody filling in for me.
It wasn't any lack of people in my place either. It was crazy.
Where I was raining and
Last
nasty.
2 weeks was great.
Oh, I've heard like the last couple weekends at Young's have been nuts.
Saturday was just
Everybody's taking advantage because of the forecast Sunday.
this past Saturday. Everybody that would have come on Sunday came on Saturday with the people on Saturday. I
It's
said,
in the big car show.
and the car show was always good. That teacher's car show is always just a really good car show. And they raise good money for their event, in their schoolhouse. And, so it's always a very popular event. So yeah, it was, the rain on Sunday I was all right with. We were out pumping. So I can feel tomorrow, I'll pick more.
I got a lot of compliments on the fire department too. Their presence and interacting with the crowds.
Yeah, there's a football game that weekend.
And we got one last one Friday. The last one, I think.
Who do you guys play this one?
Madison Plains, it's senior night, so.
Well, with that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Pettit? Yes.
Yes.
That was the top one this last one. I thought maybe this could be our